Okay, before I get started here, thanks Icarus. I have made some changes to my audio configuration. It's possible I fucked it up. So if I sound really weird or it's hard to make me out over the music, let me know, because that's not on purpose. And I can roll it back in real time, so there's no problem there. You missed the first Mahjong game. It was not like you would expect it to look when someone doesn't know Mahjong. But, so we're up to the... Which game is this? I think it's the 16th? Yeah, the 16th game released for the PC Engine. And one of the first real big ones. Well, it had to be, because I didn't know what I was doing, so it was either backseat or I would just kind of mash buttons and go, okay, well, that was a video game. Yeah, I played a little bit of Mahjong since then, actually, and picked up some, but there's so many details to keep track of. I'm excited for Mahjong to come up again. I just hope it's work safe. I don't want to get banned for it. To my knowledge, it is, yeah. And yeah, this is, when people talk about, like, landmark titles for the early, in the early, PC Engine TurboGrafx library, this is one that always comes up. It's a big deal. There's another really big deal game happening today. Yeah, I will probably give you a shout before the next one comes up. Yeah, there's... Thank you, Mortis. I was ready for all the hosts. Usually those make me jump. But anyway. On the subject of pinball as opposed to Mahjong. This game, I've actually played it. I've learned that I'm about as good at pinball as I am at baseball. And also, if anyone in chat knows the game, like, do not hesitate to backseat. Because I was ready for that one too. I don't know. I'm just on the ball today. We'll do Lunar Eclipse first. Oh, this song sucks. Oh, slow is really slow, huh? Not sure this was the right choice. Do you see what I mean about the, like, not amazing at pinball, though? Already. Goodness. Thank you, Fel. These physics are weird. What, you've never played Reach McMahon? I feel bad saying that with, like, the Scooby-Doo R. For the most part, my brain won't do that with Japanese words. But somehow I got it in my head that that was, like, the English word, reach, which it's not. And so, like, it's difficult for me to go, you know, reach instead of reach. Oh, you dummy. Thank you, Clippers. I should just pretend to be surprised at every host notification and get like hundreds of hosts every time I go live. Does this have a tilt button? It doesn't seem like it does. Okay. I don't understand what just happened. The ball didn't drain or anything, right? It like went into a warp. Hey, Icarus, thank you. Neo Antoine, I mean. Icarus, enjoy your emotes. I mean, thank you for watching, but... No, tilt doesn't seem to exist at all. Yeah, it's really bad about getting you caught at the screen boundary. Please. Huh. How do you do the skill shot on this table? Does it not have one? Oh, sick. I think I've heard that you can, like, cheese a lot of these boss scenes by just doing this. The boss will run into it and die, but not this one. I've seen a little bit of this game, but not tons. Oh, okay. Weird. Oh, good. Oh, well. The 2 button? Oh, duh. The controller has 2 buttons and I only pressed half of them. Nice. Oh, fuck. So this might be one of the ones. I guess not. You fucker. Huh. Yeah, that's neat. I don't know, like... I like video pinball that, like, it could kind of plausibly be a real table, except that it's physically impossible. There's this really cool one on Steam that's kind of obviously inspired by this one, and maybe a little more by Devil's Crush, which is the sequel. And I think it looks really awesome. I haven't played it, although I've only heard good things about how it plays, so I'd be surprised if people don't like it. The only pinball game I, like, really got into that's, you know, a real table or a video game was fucking Pokemon Pinball, of all things. It's really floaty. I have it on slow. That's not helping matters at all. I assume fast is like the same physics, just quicker, but I don't know for sure. Cool. I always thought it would be fun to beat the King of Pain in Medieval Madness, but like actually going for score in that game seems hard and like frustrating. Also kind of overdone. I think that's one of the more popular tables in real life. I never streamed Sonic Spinball, no. Is that the skill shot, you think? Damn. We, yeah, I mentioned a few times I used to work at an arcade in college, and we had a really good pinball player there. Like, he would go to big national tournaments and do quite well. He would occasionally, you know, win some or all of the events. Pinball tournament formats are like you have a set period of time to post a good score, you know? So it'll be like you have one weekend, and it'll often be in a format like it's all of your scores for all these different tables put together. He would go to events like that. And watching him play was like really cool because high-level pinball it just looks like magic. Like they just never ever drain. But it can be a little discouraging to try to follow that act, you know? Does anybody know what's with the cuttlefish in the upper right corner of the table here? I've never landed in there with all of the guys lit, all of the lights. It doesn't look very friendly. So I think this is going to be one of the strongest weeks of maybe the first 2 years of this of the PC Engine's library. However, next week is like arguably more significant because that's when the CD add-on came out. So the first 2 games are going to be CD games. It just happened to time out that way, doing 5 games at a time. And there's a real stinker in there. Hey, Chubo. But yeah, the launch game for this CD drive was fucking Fighting Street, which is just Street Fighter, but they like couldn't get the rights to the name in some territories, so they renamed it. Which, if you haven't played Street Fighter 1, it is not very much like Street Fighter 2. So I'm not sure how to not make that a shit show when I get to it. I would like to at least get a credit to Sagat or something, or not a credit maybe, but I would like to get to Sagat at all. And I played it, and it's like, I can't figure out how to do anything. I was looking at chat during a pinball game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to emulate the Super FX games, Super Graphics games, I mean. I don't want to skip them. And yeah, I don't have a Super Graphics. There are only a handful, right? If I'm not mistaken. Putting punch on rapid fire. Doesn't that mail order Darius game have like there's something about it. Like, it has Super Graphics enhancements if you play on a Super Graphics. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of, I'm sure. Oh. Alright. Okay, I just needed to change the color of the eye, I guess, to cash in on all those. Oh, good. Yeah, I was curious how those would work. Apparently, they're just nonsense. It was trying to come up with closed captions for the music. And, like the intro music, which was instrumental. And it just kept going of the a lot. Token of the, yeah. Maybe I should just turn those off. They're optional, right? You can, like, click on the video pane to fix them. Yeah, probably, which... I mean, we could test that if we really felt like it, but that wouldn't be a very useful feature for Twitch then, you know what I mean? There's usually going to be some sort of background music with Twitch. Oh, I thought I was almost done lighting this thing up. So I think it, like, opens one eye every time you get swallowed, but it had 3 more eyes than I realized. Hey, Gunstar. Oh, God. Dude, this one is a lot harder than the other 2, like, boss stages I got. There are plenty, yes. That would be one way to do it. The disadvantage to that would be the captions would be on all the time, which clutters up the layout, although, you know, you can make a pretty compelling argument for that being worth it. But it seems like the convenient closed captioning option is also not useful, so... Hey, thank you, Ashen Circle. Yeah, Sharpie uses him too. I actually asked him what it was, but I've since deleted my Twitter account, so I forgot what it was. I was like, oh, that's good. I can just look at his mentions to me to remember what this is, and I was like, that's not on the table anymore. Whoop! Oh my god. Huh. Is that how physics work? That shot is really hard to make. That lit shot that's like basically totally lateral. It's not lit anymore. No. No. Yeah, I thought about that too. It's lit, fam. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think these graphics might have... I mean, I would have found them fascinating, but they might have legitimately scared me when I was a kid. Oh, all right. See ya. There we go. Oh, yeah. I think, like, everybody has played this at least a little bit. You probably mean on stream, huh? I just now put that together. This is definitely one of the most popular games on this system. All right, bye. Yeah, the Sega was the sequel, Devil's Crush. But don't... I'm okay. Not at pinball, but I mean, you know, personally, as a human being, I'm okay. And I forget if that's the good version. Yeah, I was under the impression that people liked this one more, and I think I was wrong about that. Jockey Crush sucks, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh. Damn, everything is lit. I don't get how you make that shot. You probably can't reliably when the bumpers are in that position, huh? And in between this and the what's in my mind kind of the biggest game today, there's a lull. There's one game I'm not really going to be that good at showcasing. This is the one. I'm pretty sure I will win eventually if I just do this. It'll take a while. Oh, you've heard good things about it. I don't know where I got the impression it was bad. I'm not sure they actually are gonna run into this. Oh, there we go. Hang on, I gotta fill my prescriptions. I'll be back. I see. There you are. We had a funny moment where my friend Starman here had his phone on speaker, not realizing that his mic was picking it up. While playing Kessen, and this is pretty funny contrast. I'm not sure they're ever going to run into it. I think I need to actually take some kind of action here now. Yeah, watching these, like, they've been moving in a consistent pattern here. There we go. Oh, there's another. That was tight. I wonder if you just have to do 3, because they all came out of different holes here. I'm surprised that there are as many like fans of that game as there are. It's kind of it's easier to see the appeal when you're watching it instead of playing it, I guess. Oh, please. So, I don't think anyone stuck around until, like, however late I went last week, like 2 a.m. or something. The last game that I played last episode, Keith, Courage, and Alpha Zones, was not just really bad, it was the pack-in game. And, I've heard people say that either Alien Crush, which may not have been out in time for the launch of the TurboGrafx, I think it was, or another game that I'll be playing tonight, the Legendary Axe, should have been the pack-in game. I have to say, this is more fun than Keith Courage was. So there might be something to that. I wanted to like that game. It's legitimately got charm on like 2 fronts, right? Because first of all, it's just an amusingly and competently made game, and then also it seems like the manga it's from is probably pretty cool. With all the Okay. All the robot designs and stuff are neat, but... yeah, it's so bad. I got all the way to the last boss, and the last boss of Keith Courage is just absolutely ridiculous. It's the silliest thing. It's actually a refight of what had been up to that point the hardest boss in the game, but you're also fighting a second boss at the same time that you're fighting it, and that second boss is totally invincible. So, but deceptively, it blinks when you hit it, so it seems like you're doing damage to it, and maybe it is possible to kill the bottom half of that boss, but I sure as hell couldn't do it. Okay. Nice. Dude, how does anybody score points in this? I thought I was doing okay just because, like, it's been like half an hour and I haven't, you know, lost the third ball yet. But look at my score, it's nothing. How do you play this game? Oh. There it goes. Keith Courage on Muppet Babies. That's a good idea. I tried to move the arrows. No, you can't. This game you do? Okay, so slow was slow. Let's try fast. And Demon's Undulate. This sounds like the beginning of a random encounter in Sweet Home. Yeah, this is more like it. I can already tell I'm going to be done with this in like 5 minutes because it's too hard, but this is more fun. See? Dude, I just saw the thing that you have to hit to like reorient the barriers. That's rough. That's, you're thinking of Demon's Crush. Crash. Crush. I forget which one they went with. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hey, this guy again. I was saying the other day that Koei is kind of an interesting success story to me because it seems like for the first 3 decades of their existence, they were very successful, and yet they very aggressively localized games that absolutely nobody wanted to play. It worked out. I think, really, I'm just dating myself there because I was too young to see the appeal in something like Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and also my friends were too young. Whoop, all right. We would have needed to be a couple years older to really appreciate those games. Okay. Oh, the match is for an extra ball, not an extra credit. I guess that makes sense. No, somehow I didn't ever hear of this. Oh yeah, I got the big cuttlefish. The big 4,000 point bonus. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, I have my share of gaming accomplishments. But it's just the truth about me. I'm not very good at baseball games, and I'm not any good at pinball. So I don't think there's anything that I haven't, like, shown off that's within my skill level to show here. The next game... First of all, while we just have my voice and nothing else, I'm curious, do the captions work for this, or does everybody have them turned off because they were annoying? Anyway, I'm looking for that Game of Life. I guess I don't have the music rip from Victory Life. That game is, for something that's barely interactive, it is really good. Speaking of good games. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. This is a classic video game song. So the next game is Gaia no Monsho, which is it's a military strategy game, which is a genre that was like all over computers and even the Famicom at this point. I've heard a little bit about this, and I'm not super excited to play it, but I might be surprised. I don't know. Tannerigao, yeah. I love this game. Well, it is, though. It seems to me like the captions are working just fine. The Crest of Gaia. No, Military Madness is great. Yeah, you know, I might check on that, Sean, because I'm interested in making, you know, making this more accessible. It seems a little pompous when I put it that way, like who gives a shit really whether they can watch me, but it's just something I care about, I suppose. So, I have not heard good things about the Crest of Gaia. So do we want to do scenario or campaign? Probably scenario, because that's like self-contained. Alright. This joke writes itself. You know, couple ideas here. The 4 genders, that would be funny. Light, dark, human, computer. Whatever else does numbers on Twitter. So I'll pick dark. Fuck that. Really? Okay, sure, there we go. Yep. I don't really feel good like mashing through any of these games, but Hey, FaZe. The one that Sharpie uses is also quite accurate. Oh, the controls are not responsive. I can select my fighter. I can't do anything with him. Auto. This is a port of, I believe, a PC Engine game. Sorry, PC 88 game. It's some Japanese computer. It may be the MSX. That sounds right. It is. It's a port from a computer of some kind. You know, auto really meant auto, huh? So what I do know about this game is, like, it's got kind of a mean, like, score or, like, morale system. So you can win, like, you can defeat all of the enemy units, but because you yourself sustain too many casualties, you lose for free. I don't know. I actually tried to find a scan of the manual because I sort of worried that the control scheme might be weird or something, because it's a port from computers to a 2-button console. Oh, cool. I restarted it. Or not. No, I guess I didn't. I thought these guys were new, but they're not. There we go. Yeah, the double bass is cool. I can't figure it out. Yeah, everybody that I know that's, like, familiar with this game hates it. So this is part of why I didn't look that hard for the manual, and now I wish I had, because I was at least expecting being able to figure out how to play it, since I do know Japanese, but it's inscrutable. I'm just highlighting any unit at all, and these are the only ones that pull up, like, the option to move the unit around or attack or anything. You go in. They'll never expect this. I'm an idiot, is what's going on. Think about it. Which army did I pick? Mine is at the bottom of the screen, obviously. Very silly. You know what this guy kind of looks like? Gil from Third Strike, and I guess the other Street Fighter 3s, huh? There's a Messiah game I cannot wait to play coming up. Anyone who, like, knows the PC Engine library pretty well knows enough to be excited about this, I think. If you have a certain sense of humor anyway, it's exciting. Deep Blue and Makai Hakkenden Shada and Energy are all in the same episode. I'm just gonna hold position here. Well, at the time, this wasn't that low tech or whatever. It's not a good execution of this sort of game, but these were all over the Famicom and the PC-88 and PC-98, and they tended to be about this basic. As far as I know, the game that really caused these to take off, well, that's a bad choice of words because they were always popular, but the game that really represented some sort of like progress for these this genre and moved things in a positive direction was a PC Engine game. It was released here. It was released in the US as Military Madness. The Japanese name is Nectaris, and it is incredible. I've played it. It's so good. I don't think I actually have any like moves that are good. I'm just gonna fortify my position here a little bit and pass my turn. Yeah. Military Madness is actually a pretty early game for this system too, and kind of like the Crush games, you know, Devil's Crush, Alien Crush, etc. It's just like they pulled out all the stops and really took advantage of the goodness. I'm getting worked. Really took advantage of what the hardware was capable of and stuff. For example, I'm sure there's some sort of rock, paper, scissors system of like this unit counters this in this game. Since I could not find the manual, I have no way to tell what that is. But in Military Madness, you don't need the manual. There's just an in-game manual that explains all of that stuff for you. Let's find where it is. Oh, damn. I can't quite reach it. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, are we doing the PC-88 was released in 1988 bit? That's a classic. I'm pretty sure that Dragon Knight didn't take any damage. Here. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with the military strategy genre. The impression that I get is that the landmark games were like Fire Emblem, Military Madness, Shining Force, and Langrisser. Well, I mean, you know about Bonilla Terry Mathis. Oh yeah, I knew I was forgetting one. Yeah, that was like, wasn't that sort of the first really big one? And like, is the series even still going on or something? Yeah. Yeah, Langrisser is earlier than you think. Let's see. Anything in range? Yeah. Eat it. That's their Dragon Knight, right? Yeah, it is. That's not good. It seems like these Berserker guys like don't do damage to them. Nice. Probably this wall terrain is shielding them, if I had to guess. Is it really a phone game now? Whatever. I'm just gonna let them do this. Oh, I thought the catapults could only attack in a straight line. Thank you, game, for showing me the way. Those are all my own guys, right? Auto. You decide, game. So, I think I'm gonna flush this game. I don't really like doing that, but part of the reason that I'm trying all these games and not really trying to beat them is because I don't want to get stuck trying to figure out a game that I don't feel is worth it. And it seems like if I were to want to play a game like this, there's a much better one on this system in the next, like, 10 games or something. So I'll just keep hitting auto until my side loses. So, yeah, I do too. And as I said, I couldn't find the manual for this. I didn't look super hard. But when you get into any kind of gaming that's not like the NES and SNES, or maybe like DOS stuff, but I imagine there are blind spots there, there's not a lot of good archival work done. But you'd be surprised, even like Sega Genesis manuals can be tough to track down, and like, that was a big hit in, what, every region except Japan? So, that was fun. By all accounts, the computer version of this game is okay. And it maybe has, like, some kind of story. I've seen, like, screenshots of it. It's a pretty cool-looking game. This is pretty obviously an inferior version, but... So I thought the game would end after turn 10. Would you look at that? My finger slipped. That's weird. How are those captions doing? Yes. I had that thought too. So, this is a tremendously exciting game to me anyway. This right here. A lot of people argue that this should have been the launch game, and it might have, the system might have succeeded in the US. Hard to say. First of all, I never really noticed how goofy his face looks here. It's still like, hang on, can I reset it? Look at his eyes. It looks like he's like got an underbite. And he's looking up at from NEC like, what the fuck is that? He can't read. Look at him. So anyway, if you have played Astyanax for the NES, this is the same developer. And this actually came out first, I think. It's a really similar game. But in my opinion, this is one of the standout titles for the early. Thank you, Fel. The early lineup. So the way that this game works is you pick up these power-ups that are like crests, and your max fill for the charge gauge goes up. So when I'm not swinging my axe, this fills up. And I think at these thresholds, yeah. Really? I think it's at these thresholds, your attack power increases. So these guys took 2 hits to kill before, now they take 1. Then I also picked up a power-up that kind of looked like feathers. That increases your attack speed. So I should have mashed on 2 to show you what my max attack speed was, but it wasn't this fast. And it'll speed up quite a bit. That's one of the deceptively difficult things about this game. Your attack can't hit 2 enemies at once. So if 2 enemies are overlapping, it's really unsafe to attack them, and you don't have any sort of sub-weapon to rely on or anything. Someone in my chat pointed out, Blair is a strange name for, the main character's girlfriend, and they were like, I bet it's supposed to be Freya, which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, these things are fuckers. They're in Astyanax as well, I think. Do you notice I didn't jump very high there? When the game is lagging, your jump height gets cut drastically. That's the worst place for it. So naturally, it involves a lava pit. Wait till you see the boss of this level. It's really funny. This is it. It's just a big rock. I think there are like real strats there, but you can just damage race it, it's fine. This game got me really interested in this console because I'm a big fan of like Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden. And like all of the challenging like action platformers on the NES and Famicom, there's a degree of like sameness to them. But this game, like, it's hard and it doesn't play anything like those games. Like, this has a lot less in common with Castlevania than even something like Power Blade does, and Power Blade is sort of an unusual Famicom game. Who does he think he is? Oh god. Yeah, Rastan makes sense as a comparison. But at some point, like, because I like really hard, but maybe not that complex side-scrolling action games, and there just aren't that many styles that people do for that anymore. That's also why I fell in love with The Revenge of Shinobi when I was playing that for a few weeks, because it is nothing like NES games. There's another kind of like strange element to the attacking where, like, I don't know, your ability to move and swing your axe again unlocks a kind of a strange, like, almost arbitrary point in the middle of the attack animation. And it almost feels like you get that even sooner if you hit an enemy, kind of similar to a fighting game, like how jump canceling works in a lot of them. Oh, did I pause? Nice. Hi, Ryan. So dying in this game is really punishing. You lose one of your feathers and one of your medallions or whatever they are. And losing the emblem is a big deal because enemies that you used to one-shot, you don't. So you can kind of get caught in death loops in this game. I think... yeah, there we go. Whoops. You also move faster. There we go. So I'm caught back up to where I was. Thank you, Duke, when I died. You move a lot faster in the air than on the ground, which is making it tricky to gauge jumps. Sometimes. I don't remember how many levels there are, but it doesn't take this game too long to get challenging, in my opinion. I haven't beaten it without continuing, but I have beaten it without using the continue code. Normally you get 3 continues, and I think there's a code that gives you 9 or something. And it took me a few hours. I don't know, probably 3, maybe 4. Oh, did you not know that? Yeah. So, a lot of people like to say that this should have been the pack-in game, which would have been tight, but it is a pretty tough video game. And I don't know, like, the thing is, if that's an argument against the legendary axe, it's definitely an argument against fucking Keith Courage. You know? Goddamn butterfly. Like included with the console. Not to be confused with games by developer or publisher Pack-In Video, who I believe is like made one good game ever. Bear Kid indeed. Yeah, like if they had just done that, this would have been a really good game to include with the console. Now there's Bear Kid for you. Holy fuck. Look at this little goofball. So right there, if he had been overlapping with the idol when I tried to hit him, I would have hit the idol and not registered to hit on the enemy, and it would have killed me. Little situations like that make this a little more difficult than it might look. Also, as much as I love this game, the music is all over the place. I'm waiting for the butterfly. So what have they done that's like good? People like Magical Poppin'. I think that's Pack-In Video, isn't it? There's Umihara Kawase, if I recall, is like this right here. Devilish enemy placement. Oh, is Harvest Moon Pack-In Video? Okay, so that game I like a lot. I'm not a big fan of Magical Poppin', but it's good. But it's not for me. And then I bet I would like Umihara quite a bit, actually. Ha. This right here. Those platforms have the trickiest hitbox in the world. Platforming is so tough. And now my dude is way weaker than he was. Oh, this game would be another good candidate for ROM hacking it to remove the flashing, I think. I think that would be sick. I'm okay. Yeah, well, I mean, back then, you know, the NES came with Super Mario Brothers in the US, and so people, other manufacturers who were looking to compete released their games with pack-in titles as well. So the first one for the TurboGrafx was Keith Courage and Alpha Zones. No one knows what they were thinking, really. And later, I think that changed to Bonk's Adventure. Which is an amazing game, but it came out like a year or two after this system did, so obviously they couldn't pack that in. Okay. Yeah, and JJ and Jeff is like, I love it, but there's a reason most people hate it. This is harder than it looks. I bet my poor bitrate can't handle this section. Oh. Woo. Also, when you're in midair, oh yeah, these things are assholes, but they like are screwed up. So if you jump, uh-oh. If you jump, they like turn around and swing backwards usually. It might not be this specific instance of this enemy type, which would suck if so. A secret. Anyway, you can't stop moving in midair. So that's why I was doing that like left-right wiggling sort of stuff during that section. I needed to move kind of a short distance, and it's not as simple as just releasing the D-pad. The hand has a gigantic hitbox. Yeah. This isn't the one really fucking screwed up boss, is it? No. Yeah, it is, it is! Oh my god. This boss is unreasonable. Look at this. I don't know how you're meant to dodge this. They just go ape shit. Please be health. It's not. Huh? The the system reset of its own accord. All right. Fine, I will start over. I don't know. That's a new one on me. Please. I wonder what my personal favorite pack-in game is. It's a boring answer, but it's probably Mario 64. I'm not even a huge fan of the game necessarily, but it was a pretty good way to get used to the N64. Or, oh, that was last night. The PlayStation came with a demo disc, and that was sick. No, I think it was packed in originally. Mario 64 isn't? Well, I'll be damned. Okay, then it's definitely that cool PlayStation demo disc. One of the demo discs had Intelligent Cube, but it didn't have any music. And that game is, like, really unsettling without music. I accidentally typed 6, so here it is. I see. I thought you said the tasers. It took me a second to get what that meant. Huh. I guess that first one wasn't fully charged. Much cleaner this time. I kind of forgot that, like, you can crouch cancel standing attacks. I just read back Bonk's Adventure and Bonk's Revenge and Gate of Thunder and Ease all with one system would be incredible. I'm really worried about the fact that the console reset on me. I still believe in the PC Engine. Is there a lot of dodging stuff on this system? Whoops. All right, see ya. Can I even make this jump? Yes. by a fucking mile. New strategy for that guy. These dudes were brutal. So is this next one gonna be low then? Yes. Hey, this isn't brutal at all. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, they're good, right? That is really CGA. I didn't think about it. There we go. Gogan had a beef with that. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot. Probably the coolest thing about this game is this barbarian is named Gogan. Like Conan, but really silly. Oh shit. Brutal sports football. That's a famous moment there. Uh-oh. Ah, almost. You fuck. This is one of my least favorite things in like side scrollers. When like they're removing platforms and there was probably some reason it was like technically difficult to get the cycles to line up in a convenient way. So they're just inconsistent with each other so that they fall in and out of sync, kind of like when you and the car in front of you both have your blinker on and they appear to meet up for a little bit, and then because they're not running at the same rate, they desync again. It's like that, but for platform cycles. I really hate it. I'm a big Battletoads fan, and that's easily the shittiest thing about Battletoads is I just described like 80% of the platforming in it. Uh-oh. I could get behind that Flare Freya theory. And Gogan, they were clearly, they wanted to use Conan, but didn't know what the copyright situation was there. That section is easily like the hardest part of the first 4 levels. That was closer than it looked. If you're wondering why I'm waiting so long before I do some of these jumps, it's because when the game is lagging, your jump range, your max jump height is drastically cut. And I've had bad luck with getting a whole bunch of these butterflies on screen at once, so that when I go for a jump that should by all rights be super doable, it's not doable at all. Okay. I've only beaten this game once, and this is the second time in my life I've played it. I played it once for an extremely long time on stream. Like, if I really wanted to know, I could check the VODs, but I know it was at least 3 hours. I played it until I could beat it without the continue code, because I get really stubborn over stuff that does not matter at all. Oh, you fucker. I died to that one earlier, I think. I have no idea. You can't have subbed before. It has to be... Your level has to be, like, divisible by 5. You can't have any honors in your hand unless you have all terminals. And that'll get like a tier 3 September representative to look at your application in the next 3 to 5 business days. But if you need it expedited... So what do I do different this time? Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, so these guys will get caught in this pattern here. You can't do anything but duck as long as they're doing this. They might take 5 minutes to stop. Yeah, I knew about this actually, Fel. Yeah, it's ridiculous. A lot of these have taken like a lot of damage. I think this is the absolute worst thing about this game, is this boss. Look at this pattern. Look at these guys. There we go. Look at that. That pose. So the thing about that boss that sucks is really, like, it's doable, except that you lose one level of both of your attack power-ups every single time you die. So if you get caught in a death loop against them, which can happen, then it gets just an order of magnitude harder. I totally forgot about this as part of the game. It's all really hazy for me here. these start showing up as standard enemies, and I'm not sure they have as many hit points as the boss ones did, but they are a huge pain. A full charge might just one-shot these. I forgot I picked up a new tier of power-up. Oh, God! I was looking away during the legendary axe. Oh! You see that hidden power-up? I think only now that I stream on RGB can I see this. No! Oh, nuts, dude! What a thing to lose a life to. There we go. This is one of the only places in the game I remember, like, outrunning enemies instead of actually fighting them. Usually that's really strong in these kinds of games, just not engaging the enemies at all. But this game always finds a way to, like, super punish you for it. They chase you really far, for one thing. I hope you're HP. Beautiful. I got cocky. Hey, Origami. Yeah, this game is incredible, honestly. I hope it doesn't reset my console again. that was not good. So I've died enough times that, like, I've lost tons of feathers and my attack rate is super low. These enemies are now really dangerous. So I couldn't do what I did last time and hit the fireball and then hit the enemy out of the air. Because, like, if I jump cancel this axe and mash on attack, it still won't let me attack again until the arbitrary timer ticks down all the way. Nothing? No hidden power-ups? Fucking Fry Guy, dude. But I forget what happened here. Right, I got hit into the pit by the fry guy. The lag cut my jump. It's a factor more often than you would think. It's also why I'm letting those butterflies despawn, or so I thought. Luckily, the checkpointing is really generous on game overs. I think it makes this game a lot easier than it first appears. It's a tough video game, though. Yeah, wait, did I miss it? I saw it earlier and remarked that I don't think I'd ever seen that before when I was playing on composite. Oh, the goddamn fry guy ambush, dude. They'll give up eventually. There we go. Oh yeah, I remember this being a huge pain in the ass. You don't want to jump. Oh, this one? Oh, dude, it's a feather, too. There we go. Yeah, but you don't hit him, right? That was the thing I did wrong, I think. No. Huh? I despawned the enemies. That's convenient. Okay, I have enough rate of fire to do this strat, but you do have to hit the fireball, so, you know. All right. That guy can't name the reindeer. I missed. Really? Okay. That was close. You jump and then you jump. Yeah. Tricky. How do you deal with that, though? Oh, right. The same thing. Please. Hey, Benji. Okay, there's some real bullshit here. So some of these you can fall through, and you are immediately set upon by extremely dangerous enemies that just stun lock you and kill you in a fraction of a second. Oh, good. Boom. So this boss is hard as hell. I don't know that I'm even there yet. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Remember I said there were parts where you fall through the floor and are immediately killed? The jump button was still on turbo. Oh, yeah, good point. The first pit's what, back here? Oh, no. Yeah, I should have. It's brilliant. It's right here, isn't it? Yeah. Uh-oh. Whoops. So don't let it scroll all the way up. So do this. Oh, but then you can't do the jumping strat on these guys. That kind of sucks. I'm going in. Good job. Way to go in. Hey, I got a little go again. So, the boss of this level is probably where this run ends. I was getting ready to say that, and then I became attacked by monkeys. Oh, God. Oh, double God. We're just gonna have to hope there are no more hits, because someone jumped. Yeah, this looks like a boss. I do not know what you're supposed to do here. You might think that they can't hit you while you're ducking, just from the animation. That's deceptive. They totally can. Oof. Damn, and you see how much damage they do? Yeah, the problem is charging up to full strength, because they can hit you while you're ducking. And getting that last quarter of the charge is really, really slow. Oh, that sucks. That was a feather. Oh, wait. Okay, that works. There we go. There's one more of these guys, and then the bosses, I think. Yeah. Thank God for that. Huge hitbox. Damn, that's a lot of damage to take right before the boss. There we go. Yeah, that was my experience anytime I tried to get them on the same side of me. It just was not happening. I missed out on the feather again. That's bad. No. Well, I'm down one feather. There are a few more chances for it, but it is random what you get out of the idols. Good. Great. Hang on. I need this first. Yeah, I'm sure. That makes sense. The guaranteed feather, I mean. It was just those three? No, there's one more. That poor idol. Whew. Real rough boss. You just hang out in the middle until they bunch up, and that's when you go, right? Is this the level? This is one of the 2 songs I really like in the game. The other one was, of course, that last song. Damn. Yeah, but it's possible when it doesn't lock the screen boundary, and there's only one of it. Unlike the Fry Guys, which always fucking suck. Look at all those explosions. Very tough section. Okay. This is a despawn trick without which this section is really quite tough. So these areas here, they're like bears or gorillas, I think, that burst through the wall and throw boulders at you. But if these guys are on screen, they despawn. It's worth taking that little bit of damage because you gain a lot of safety. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one. I need the health. Damn. Couple more. Damn. Yeah, you're right, Duke. It's a pretty tough enemy by itself. It's so random is the thing. I didn't really need that. Oh, it's better than nothing. I don't think that's it. I think think you're thinking of something else, Duke. Maybe you can, like, somehow do jumping attacks on these guys. Or do they passively block high? Damn. Okay, I have this figured out. It's still hard. And now I won't be able to do it because I've lost all my feathers. What if I... It's gonna cost a lot of HP, but I wonder if I can just leave. There we go. Bravery. I was holding down. I kind of remember this is a weird property of the like attack speed mechanic. How your attack speed scales up with these feather pickups. Like if you attack in the air and then hold down, you're stuck standing until your like swing unlocks, which is a much longer time than like just the duration of the attack animation, which is a rhyme. So it makes this particular section harder than you would think. In that not too uncommon scenario where you jump and then you have to deal with a low axe or a high axe. You won't be able to duck, and it's confusing, although like the rules are consistent, you know what I mean? It's not random or anything. But right there, like it's not very intuitive to just not be able to crouch there at all. I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't want to play the version of the game where you don't lose damage when you die. I think that was it, right? Yeah. Well, that's the legendary axe. As much as I'd like to just keep playing this until I win, I'm not going to do that. Hang on. I have a fucking mention on Slack. Okay, I had to clear it. I do have other games to get through tonight. Game 19, I wouldn't get too excited over it. It's Fantasy Zone, and that might sound good, but this version does not have the best reputation, unfortunately. Let me see something. We'll go with the music from this game. I played this on stream. Whoops. So I'm not like spoiling anything. I'll be right back. I need to get water and stuff. Not ideal. Not ideal. I forgot to actually switch to Fantasy Zone. Oops. Give me just a sec. How are the captions looking? Are they total nonsense? Like the Legendary Axe, this one did come out in the US. If I recall, this was ported by Tosei, and it's probably part of why it sucks. They had, by this point, like, graduated from just, like, total shithouse developer status. But, I mean, listen to this music. Okay, first things first. If you didn't know, from a very early point in the PC Engine's lifespan, like, the standard option for controllers had Turbo Fire. So, since I have joint problems, I'm using the Turbo. Look at this, you walk around. It's Tosei is their name. Oh, cool. Hey, Floria, thank you. Chop. This is maybe controversial, but I'm going to say I'm not a huge fan of Fantasy Zone in general. Like these power-ups, for example, feel like kind of a half-realized system where, like, they're good, but they don't last very long at all. Like, 10 seconds. I thought. Maybe a little more than 10 seconds. Yeah, they're gone. If you're wondering about that black bar at the bottom of the picture, PC Engine games don't have a consistent vertical resolution. Most of them just fill all 240 lines of a 240p signal, but it wasn't too uncommon for them to be smaller than that. I don't really feel like cropping them on a case-by-case basis, so I won't. It'd be cool if this guy, like, opened up. Become vulnerable. Oh, it was. Yeah, it's awful. The sound is really why I just don't care for this version of this game. I don't think the graphics are really quite on point either, to be honest. Oh, goodness. Right, and then you can, like, never get this stuff again. I guess these are probably, like, permanent passive upgrades. Yeah. It's a good thing, it just makes it really annoying to capture on, like, modern hardware. Which is much more rigid in its expectations. Dude, my damage definitely went down, right? Is this something where, like, I need to not have it on turbo? Yeah, there we go. This is probably a lot stronger now. Okay. And now... This is actually the first time I've played any version of Fantasy Zone. I'm aware that it's a much better game than you might think from this. Tosei, if you didn't know, was a kind of notorious contract developer of like console games at this point in time. They made some real shit. God damn, look at this pattern. This version of Fantasy Zone might not be the best, but... as a game, I don't have an issue with it. Oh, Twin B. They're not that similar, though. I don't care. You know what I'm going to say about Twin B. Anyone who knows the game knows. I really don't care for the bell juggling system. I find it is way too much work. That was hard as hell. That boss. Oh, gimme. What do we got here? Yeah. So I'm probably like way too fast now, you know? Okay, so somebody needed to go back in time when we invented the time machine and tell shmup developers that speed-ups are not unambiguous power-ups. You remember when we invented the time machine, right? That's not just me. You can what? No way! What about this? No shit. No shit. Look at that. Are the scrolling boundaries this like disadvantageous in the arcade version? Where you're like, you don't have any time to react because the game is helpfully showing you all the stuff you've already dodged. Okay. Am I right about this being a Tosei game? Do you know? I'm almost positive I've heard that. Which they're not like a shmup development team, so well weren't. I mean, these days they do whatever. So they're like a mysterious contract developer that like would never really seek credit for what they worked on, even if it was like both prestigious to have worked on it and like good, like the results were uncharacteristically playable and everything. And they're still around today, and there's like no telling how many games Tosei has worked on, because they're so rarely credited. I think it's usually at the request of the developers that commission them that they get credited. For example, Tosei worked on Dark Souls. Maybe that explains Lost Isolate. Dude, this third level is hard. I can't imagine how hard the third boss is. The second boss was impossible. I'm not going to be able to react, am I? Nope. God. Go up. Alright, well, the second boss was harder. That was a possibility that had crossed my mind, I just didn't want to get my hopes up. So, like, will the shop just hang out until I pick it up, or will it go away eventually? It left right when I got enough gold for the 1-up, dude. What's going on down there? Duh, there they are. Well, it's a hell of a lot better than NES Ghostbusters. They had a better, like, design document to work off of. Circle snakes. You gotta love them. What the hell is going on? I guess they thought it would be funny to just make the second boss like 20 times harder than every other boss for a joke. 50 grand. The like stage music in Biomiracle really sounds like this song. This game came first, so that's bad form, Konami. Why don't you make a slot machine about it? I don't know, I got nothing. Okay. I didn't even see that. I thought I was doing good dodging all that other shit. Yeah. One was a Tengen port, right? Oh, what have I done? Oh, God. I thought it was an enemy. Oh, am I in a bad spot? There we go. There we go. Dang it. Well, that's my first ever credit of Fantasy Zone. What was that, stage 5? I'm guessing there are like 2,000 stages. Oh, are there no continues? Yeah, what do you know? Really? Oh, it's gone. Regular run as opposed to what? Like a score leeching thing or what? Give me that. Given that these coins are worth like way less than the ones in the later stages, I should really just be killing these bases. Moving on with my life. That's something I would do, Origami, so... So, I don't know that this is really doable, but it's something that I want to try. There are two aspects of my PC Engine project thing that are maybe a little on the ambitious side, and probably nothing's going to come of them, but I'd kind of like to put together little reviews of these games, maybe 20 at a time, so every 4 weeks. Edit them together, and upload them to YouTube or something, and just share my thoughts. Nothing like super detailed, because I'm not a game reviewer or anything. Big Wing makes you move at a comfortable speed, I think. And there we go, that's what you want. And I definitely won't be able to release the finished products every month, but it'll be in those 20 game chunks, you know. And then the thing that's a little less likely is I'm thinking for some of the text-heavy games, like the ones that I'm personally interested in, so like Tengai Makyo, which is a really cool RPG that's actually pretty early release, and like it looks like a PlayStation game in some ways. I'm thinking I might screenshot, you know, the important lines and like the voiced cutscenes, because those have subtitles at the bottom, and translate the screenshots, just Photoshop the text on there, and kind of page through those as I play, like Basically, they'd be like a PowerPoint. And I'll probably only do it for a couple of games. I was thinking about doing it for the visual novel at the end of this, and it's an interesting game. It's more interesting than I was expecting it to be, but it is a lot of work, and you'll see when we get there. I think, like, while it's a game that it would be cool to see, like, fan translated someday, that taking the form of, like, a sort of almost like a live Let's Play wouldn't be the ideal approach. And anyway, I have a very busy schedule, so I have to be careful what I commit to. Alright, now for the hard boss. You better believe I would be really bullish on China Warrior. Are you kidding me? If you want. It takes a very long time to learn a language, so just keep that in mind. Oh, I don't see teething, or I don't see baby food, but it does look like a teething ring. I'll take one death to that thing. Oh, I see. Had my brain been engaged, I would have processed that as not a serious question, but it was not. There we go. Okay, that's... I cannot believe I survived, but I'm good. If it motivates you to learn faster, then yes, I'll take you on. Hey, give me that! Give me that! Oh, shit. I did that for like 20 bucks. That's too realistic. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, it drops too. I really set myself up there, but it's fine. I don't remember this boss at all. Oh yeah, this guy sucked. Oh god. Okay. Oh. I thought I would be clever and catch all the coins in midair, but they'd spawn on the ground. Okay, can I find the shop? No. I honestly didn't think 50 grand was gonna happen. What was that? How did I miss it? I just didn't see it. I crashed directly into the thing I was looking for. Well, I don't need this, do I? Big wing. Wind bomb, why not? Okay, that was really close. But that's okay, you're just gonna miss a weird visual novel. You saw Alien Crush and you saw the Legendary Axe, so those were the big games today. These bases are sneaky in this level somehow. Give me that. Oh, I saw it. I did see it that time. Yeah, but the thing is, if you like Alien Crush, you really don't want to see me play it, so... Pinball games, baseball games, sort of similar. You get sort of similar results out of me, I'm afraid. You have a good night. Okay. I don't think that 100,000 is happening. Oh my god, so many hit points. They do look like the Lorax. I can see it. I'm getting baited by this money. Those guys are totally like James Ponds. Is there, speaking of James Pond, is there an Amiga Fantasy Zone? I bet it is so good. In a way. Are there any Star Wars characters named Quarth? I feel like there would be. Oh, I just ran right into that almost. Oh, God! Foot. Alright, no big deal. I just sight read this boss. Oh, no! It's fast. I don't seem to be doing very much damage to it. Ooh. So many money. The run is alive yet. I have no idea. What's your favorite stage? It's that one. Congratulations. Okay. No big deal. No big deal. It's just hard as hell. This level. Hey, fuck me, that. Jesus. This is my first time ever playing Fantasy Zone. This is my second credit. But you see, this console came with turbo controllers. I can't turn down an offer like that. Oh, shit. Like, this scrolling boundary is so fucked. Is it like this in the arcade, or is this a... Whoa, whoa. Okay. Alright. This looks hard as hell. Alright. Still nowhere near that one up. That sucks. Please, can I have it? Oh, is this the last stage? Yeah, that was a really cool boss. Oh, it's a boss rush. Oh no, that means the second boss. Also, I get the impression this might have been a bad pick against the boss rush. This gun. Am I doing any damage, or is it tinking off its armor? It's definitely tinking. Oh my god, these refights have so many hit points. I don't. Hi, Mackenzie. I don't like this. I don't like boss rushes that involve fighting this fucking teething ring again. This thing is unreasonable. The variance in its patterns is just unbelievable. Oh, you fucker of a game. Let me guess. Oh, cool. I accidentally exited. Who? You? Hang on. Well, that was fun. Well, you know, that was fun. I had a lot more fun with Fantasy Zone than I expected to. I would actually keep going, but it was hurting my wrist a little bit holding those buttons down. So I'm gonna just put some music on and go stretch my legs, and then we'll do this visual novel and call it a night. I'm not gonna show much of the visual novel. You'll see why. I'll explain it as I go, but it's cool. It's just not my favorite thing. I'll be back. All right. So last tonight is Sadakichi 7, the gold of Hideyoshi. Everybody know who Hideyoshi is? I guess I kind of took that for granted. Hang on. Let me get you a Wikipedia. This guy here, he was a daimyo. Check this shit out. So, this is an interesting game. As you can see, it's like a James Bond parody, which I'd somehow never seen in any of the coverage of it that I'd read. So I loaded it up and I was like, oh, what the fuck? So that's why his name is Sadakichi 7. And they write it with the kanji for Nanaban, but in some of the promotional material and stuff, like if you look, they have Sebun above it, which is just the English 7. So, this is the first visual novel on the system, and it probably deserves a fan translation at some point. I'll tell you why no one's done it. Everybody in this game speaks in Kansai Ben, and when I was in Japan, I was in Kansai. This isn't super thick, like super difficult to understand Kansai Ben, which makes sense because it was meant to be sold nationwide. But this is pretty tough to translate. It would require quite a bit of effort. But so what's going on here is you play a secret agent, Sadakichi 7, like 007, you know, who is employed by the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So Kansai is like Western Japan. So Osaka and Kyoto and stuff, those are in Kansai. And then Eastern Japan is like Tokyo. So if you're like only familiar with Japanese from anime and stuff like that, the majority of the Japanese that you've heard is in I forget what it's called. It's like Hyojungo or something, which is like Tokyo, sort of standard Japanese. Kansai Ben has a real different sound to it. And often, like in an anime dub or something, they'll go with like, usually they just go with an American Southern accent. One funny one I've heard is like Boston accents for Kansai Ben, which is interesting, but you can't really dub it. And it's difficult to make that difference really come through in writing. This is what I do for a living, is translate Japanese, so I'm really familiar with this specific problem. Is it? I didn't know. So, or is there a character named Tsugaru? I don't know I don't get it. But, so is this a James Bond thing or what? They're up against a secret society whose name is just an acronym. I know that in Get Smart, there was like Chaos or like Snake or something. But anyway, he's a secret agent working for the Osaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and his like rival spy organization is this secret society called Natto, which is a really disgusting kind of food. And it says here that he is licensed to kill. And then it also describes him as a dechi, which is weird. That word means apprentice, and I think I must not be understanding how it's used here. I don't see how it follows. Yeah, okay, Spectre. So one day there was an ancient document written by Hideyoshi discovered in the stone walls of Osaka Castle that gave the location of like a secret stash of gold. And then as soon as it was discovered, it was stolen by secret agents from Natto. So you're trying to get that back. And he's just gotten word of this, and so he's heading to HQ for his assignment. Chapter 1. That's what that said. So this is the like headquarters of the Osaka Chamber of Commerce, like covert ops. So these options here are move, look, investigate, speak, hit, like smack, you know, take, check your inventory, consult with your like sidekick. I don't have a sidekick yet. I didn't get one in what I played off stream, so it must take a little bit. Purchase, search, which is different from investigate. Praise and like tell a joke. It was that was the main character's hat, right? If you look at the box art, he's got this stupid blue flat cap, and that's what that was. So you take a look around, and it says that the secretary Kaneko-san is there. And she's a real hottie. I kind of suspect that she's gonna turn out to be a double agent. Her name is Kaneko, and that Kane is gold. So, you know, the plot is that they're trying to retrieve this secret gold and, I don't know, unearth it or make sure no one can find it or whatever. So I don't know any. Let's see. So if you praise her, she goes, "Ma ureshii, donai shio," which is like, "Oh, I'm so happy. What do I do?" You know. And then you tell a joke. Listen to that laugh. Isn't that sick? And she's like, "Oh, Sadakichi Don, you're so funny. You know, you should be a manzai-shi," which is like if manzai is this kind of like comedy that's done in pairs in Kansai, you've got like a straight man and a what's the other one, the fall guy or whatever. So she says that's what you should do. What do we got? Sagasu. Who are you gonna look for? There's no one. This list for Sagasu means search, gets populated with the people that you're looking for, but we don't have any objectives yet. So, and same like if I do purchase. Oh yeah, no. She goes, "Hey, she's like, hey, I'm not selling anything." And then for some reason she thinks that's rude. Like, don't be so rude. So, let's see. Miru. I don't think I did this before. So if you look at her, she goes, "Sadakichi Don, you're drooling." So gross. Let's see. Dotsuku. So rather than smacking Kaneko, it seems to have interpreted this as like, just smack whatever's around you. And she's like, "Hey, are you trying to bring the place down? Knock it off." And then you try to, right. So check this out. So investigate. We've got the room, which it's a kind of a laid back room. I don't really know how you would do Ochitsuita here. And then the intercom, which says made in England. It's surplus goods from Britain's, what's the term for it? Special intelligence? You know what I mean? Like covert ops? What's the umbrella term for that? Not that, Kaneko, I'm sorry. And then if you investigate Kaneko herself, she graduated from Osaka Women's University 5 years ago. And then says that she's quite fit and beautiful. And that she's 166 centimeters. Her bust is 86 centimeters, which I can't do that math, but I'm sure is huge. Waist is 58. Hips are 90, which I assume is there's a different word we use for that. Maybe not. And of course, her weight is a secret. If you investigate the flower pot, it says there's something written on it. So you investigate the writing on the flower pot, and it says, I'm not sure what the deal is here. It says the wallet in Umeda that like you can hear coins rattling around in. That's all it says. And I'm not sure that I've parsed it correctly, so take that with a grain of salt, I suppose. 166 centimeters. Oh, 86 for the bust. Yeah, I get it. I was like, no, she's taller than that. Did I say something wrong? Okay, so I think the only thing we can do now is talk to her. And she says, good morning, you're early today. And then this guy calls and says, Kaneko-han, which is just it's a Kansai dialect honorific. Sounds a little funny if you're used to Hyojungo. And then he's like, Sadakichi's here, right? Send him in right away. This is the Goinkyo, who, like, he runs the place. But I looked up this word Inkyo because I wasn't familiar with it, and it means, like, retiree. So this is why it's like, I don't know that I should try to translate this one. It maybe needs a little more work than just sort of looking the words up. So, good luck at work today. Do you go into the retirees room, the boss, you know? And again, you've got these investigate, look around, talk, etc. So when you look around, it says, the boss is looking right at you. So is Fukusuke, which is that little doll on the on his desk. So if you look at him, it says, that's Fukusuke with the giant eyebrows. You look at him, and it just says he's the boss of the Osaka Chamber of Commerce Department of Covert Affairs. 5'5", okay, that's... You know, that's a height. This is a lot shorter than me. You look at I almost said the motto. If you look at the window here, it says, I could open it, but there's just a building next door. There's not a good view here. And then if you look at the intercom, you know, before it said it was like surplus goods that England just kind of pawned off on them. And the guy tells you a story. He's like, well, a long time ago, I did a favor for the head of the British Department of Military Intelligence. So he gave us this to show his gratitude, which, you know, it's a cheap piece of shit. So that's the joke. I'm going over it. It's a little hard to summarize because I don't know when exactly you came in. Basically, it's a James Bond kind of parody, and they discovered some sort of writing from Hideyoshi that was hidden in the walls of the Osaka castle that gave the location of buried treasure or something. But now that's been stolen. So you look around at the room. Wari ni shiso desu. I'm drawing a blank on what that means, although I know it's a word I've seen several times. Shiso. Yeah, it's pretty plain for a boss's room, is what it says. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, if you look at the bookshelf, it just says that there's a whole lot of really dense-looking books. What if you try to pick the bookshelf up? Don't do that. So this is the Fukusuke, the doll on his desk, is said to bring good luck. So don't take it. Or like something bad's gonna happen, is what it says. And then if you praise him, he goes, "So yeah, why ranya?" Which is like, yeah, I am a big deal. And if you try to tell a joke, he goes, "Will you knock it off?" and then smacks you on the head. And then if you try to smack him, I forget what happens. He's just like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then it says, you got smacked by the boss. So if you talk to him, he says, "Sadakichi-don, I got a job for you. It seems those Nato upstarts have just stolen that ancient writing from Hideyoshi's son." It's weird that he calls him son. I want you to get it back. Ask the Shoban Gashira, Gannosuke-han, for more details. I don't know what the hell a Shoban Gashira is. I tried to look it up. I've actually heard this word before. But a Bangashira is like it's just like a boss, I guess. It's the show at the beginning that is, yeah, like Spectre in James Bond, but Nato. Yeah, so it's like the head of some department, and I know that I've heard the word before, and I couldn't turn it up in any dictionaries, which is weird, but he's like this guy's underling and seems to be in charge of, your assignment. So a whole lot of the humor from this so far really just comes from how the Japanese sounds, which is, I'm sure, why this doesn't have a fan translation. But anyway, he tells you to find Gannosuke and ask him for the details of your assignment, which is to take back this ancient writing that they found in the walls of the castle. So if you hit Sagasu here, you can look for him. It's like he's right in front of you, dude. And then if you look for Gannosuke, it's like, well, he doesn't seem to be here anyway. So once he's told you to find Gannosuke, you have to look around, or you have to move around, and you go to his office. He's not there. So if you look around, there's like this tanuki. There's this tank. It's like, it's a pretty big radio-controlled tank. This is what it says. But then if you hit search again and look for Gannosuke, it's like, well, he's nowhere around here. But once you do this, you go back to the reception desk. And I think you need to talk to Kaneko, maybe? Yeah. And she's like, you can't find the boss, can you? Meaning Gannosuke, not the boss of the organization. I'm sure he's, run off somewhere to slack off again. The implication being he does it all the time. So now you go to the bathroom. And it says, this is a bathroom. So, you look around. And you knock on the door. And the guy is like, occupied. But you barge in anyway. Which is gross, but anyway. And he goes, あれなんと、小番頭のガンノスケはんがトイレでこっそりたこ焼きを食べてました。I was gonna say 食ってた. It's totally wrong. Which is, what's going on here? The boss, Gannosuke, snuck away to the bathroom to sneak some takoyaki, which is a little, kind of, octopus ball snack. It tastes real goddamn good. But apparently, this is a big part of the game. There's a lot of humor about, Kansai cuisine. And that's part of why the bad guys are named Natto. I guess maybe that's not a popular food in Kansai. Oh, is it octopus? What did I say? Squid? You know what I meant. I said the correct one, or the incorrect one. And then, I never really know how to translate this when it comes up. He's like, man, you really caught me in the middle of something here. Oh, whatever. All right, let's go to my office. And now you can talk to him. And he's like, look, I know it's not much notice, but we just got word from an agent who's on this case that part of the document has been retrieved. They've gotten 6 pages of it back, and it's currently in the care of an allied spy. And he's like, so first things first, I want you to go pick that up. And then he gives you a list of your allies. Or he says that you need to find Masuyan to get a list of your allied spies. And I guess from there you narrow it down to the one that found the document in question. And he sends you on your way with a phone and a kitchen knife. which I don't know if you remember at the very beginning of the game when they were doing the like James Bond parody sequence, and he was in the like sniper sights. He was holding a kitchen knife. So now you're looking for Masiang. It's like, well, he's not here. Yeah, see, I was in Kansai, but like, it would have gone over my head, like the patterns and what people were and weren't eating. Hang on. I want to check something. Yeah, okay. He's on Kuidaure Lane, like side street, back street. So it's Kuidaure Yokocho, sorry. No, apparently it's the opposite. It's not very popular. So Kuidaure is like to eat so much that you end up in a food coma. So he's on a street named after that, which, if I recall, there's a really popular restaurant that has a name like that, like Kuidaure or Kuishimbo or something. And so this is probably a reference to that. So she's like, all right, if anything comes up, just let me know. If you're running short on money, we can help you out. So maybe that's why her name is Kaneko. Kane meaning gold, also being used to just mean money in a general sense. So I'm gonna be honest, this is as far as I got last night. And while I do think this is interesting, I feel like a Twitch stream is not really the right format to... Oh sure, why not? Sick. I feel like it's probably not the right format to show this game off or even to share it with people. So usually I go 4 hours for these streams, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm out of material. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna host somebody. I know that's a really abrupt ending. You know, I could do what? Tell you what. Fuck it. Here's what we're gonna do. One more attempt on the Legendary Axe. Why not? And if anyone doesn't want to watch the Legendary Axe, I don't blame you. It's a kick-ass game, though. Isn't this game cool? Duke, I was surprised at how interested I was in this. Because all I'd heard is like, oh, well, you have to know a whole lot about Kansai dialect, which I think I just kept calling it Kansai Ben without thinking. That Ben, that word at the end there, that means dialect. So I can't finish FF7 tonight. I would be up until 5 in the morning. I might do that tomorrow before Starman goes live or something. I'm doing the Legendary Axe. Yeah, Kansai Ben, that's Mortis, if you didn't know. But it's a surprisingly engaging game. I would like to see it done justice. Good jump. Come down. You can skip this spider, by the way. You don't have to fight it. But it does drop the power-up guaranteed. Yes. Yeah, he's like a really funny looking character. But like the The art doesn't look great at first, and then the close-ups are so nice, and it's like, oh, this is like actually a good-ass game. If we can ever find someone with the right know-how and enough time to really share it, because, like, you know, I mean, working as a translator means I'm aware of my limitations, and it's like, if I were getting paid to translate that, I could do it, but doing it off the cuff is really tough. What you saw there was the product of a good 20, 30 minutes, more like 20 of like taking notes and stuff. And you can tell if I didn't know a word, I didn't spend too long trying to research it. There were a couple times where I was like, I don't know what that word means, but they said it. When isn't Benji confused? Don't clip that. That's really rude to Benji, what I said. Yeah, I could do that, but... the problem is I know so many people who know Japanese that like it would be super obvious what I'm doing. One of them wouldn't appreciate the joke and would speak up. I explained this when I was, like, showing this game off earlier, but you have to be kind of cowardly on these jumps because there's a problem with the game where when the system is lagging, you, like, can't jump as high. It's not a matter of, like... So this has, like, a Mega Man kind of jump system where you hold the one button, and then when you release it, you start to descend, right? So you might think, oh, okay, you just held it for a certain amount of time that would have given you a full jump if it was running at full speed. Because the game's lagging, you cut your jump short. It's not that. You, like, actually can't jump high enough. You can hold the one button down and you will get, like, sometimes it feels like half your normal jump height. And stuff that lags the game includes when there are a lot of these, like, butterfly enemies around. So naturally, there happen to be a ton of them around, like, lava pits. It's really inconvenient. Oh, good. I missed my first hit. I would... It's so much work to translate and to do it for, like, a stream. Yeah, I'm just playing it again because it's done, or it's fun. I didn't want to try to get any deeper into the visual novel because, like, a lot of it would be me either just guessing at what a word means, which I have a pretty good intuition on, but, you know, it's not 100%. I mean, it's not 100% for me in English, so... Or just, like, pausing the stream for a long-ass time in the middle of it to look words up and stuff, which I don't think is super exciting. Maybe other people would disagree, but... Oh, shit. Yeah, this game fucking kicks ass until you take your first death. It still kicks ass, but it's harder. Oh, shit! Gaboosh! I almost did that too early. Yeah, maybe the implication is magic, but I like the high-tech interpretation more. This is a game that I've long wanted to beat without losing a life. I have beaten it without using the continue code. Normally it limits you to like 3 continues or 2 continues or something. And there's a code that gives you like 9 or something. Even then, it's kind of a tough game. But uh-oh. All right. It's kind of important that I do that. I get it. You just walk up and you kill them in the jump. All right. This enemy is solved. Beautiful. Really? Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of ideas for the format, one way or another. I feel like that could be inviting some really frustrating backseating. Just having been in, you know, Japanese classes and everything, and some people get really protective of the Japanese language, like people who study it a lot. Like, have you ever seen coding streams where there's one person in the chat who is just totally sure that he's like 1,000 times better programmer than the streamer, and he is determined to let the streamer know? I'm a little worried that that would happen. And, you know, I mean, that's that person being a jerk, but it's also hard for me not to be affected by that on some level. Dude, I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm a lot better at Dark Souls than I am at Japanese, though. Yeah, it does. Compositionally, my favorite song is definitely the first level. All right, now for the way too difficult section. Well, you know, I mean, they could very well be a better translator than me, too. It's sort of not the point. It's just that, like, I don't know if I want to open that can of worms, you know? This section is so fucking hard. Well, I mean, that's also a skill that you can't really quantify, if we're being honest. Like, I am a better translator of medical dramas than, like, Dragon Ball or something, for example. I whiffed, dude. Kaboosh. Kaboosh, fuck. Kaboosh. I swear the first rock platforming section is actually harder. shit. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just kind of thought of it like a merman, you know, but you look at it. Hang on. Yeah, that's totally what it is. I'll be damned. Hello? Okay. We'll play that game then. Okay. A little bit, yeah. Oh yeah, like here, if you watch, like if I jump and hold A all the way, you'll see me get strange jump trajectories because of this really strange quirk. That's not true at all. It depends entirely on the game. PC Engine stuff, like, they were going for an older market. So, it will sometimes just legitimately be more difficult Japanese. Oh god! Kaboosh. And sometimes really simple writing is not actually that easy to translate. So. I want to spawn the guy without spawning the boss. You. There we go. God. This fucking boss is ridiculous. Come here. Depends. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where you heard that. If it was your sister, I'm not gonna contradict her. This is what I'm getting at. But for one thing, you know, Japanese doesn't have like spaces, so it can be difficult to tell where like the word divisions are. This is cool that this terrible bullshit boss actually has a consistent solution. But because of that, like, old games that have absolutely no kanji are like 1,000 times harder to read. You would think everything being written in kana would be like good, because, you know, kanji is tough to learn, but it just makes my eyes glaze over. Some threads. Yeah, you want to open that cigarette? Look at this. I was saying these guys look like Fry Guys, but that's not quite accurate, is it? I swung, but it didn't come out. I crouch canceled it before it even hit. So that's cool. No, I'm just saying, like, if it's somebody who, like, is a known quantity, then yeah, I would respect their... Wow! That was a full jump. I did not go very far. Then I would respect their opinion. But if it's just something you heard on 4chan... I mean, 4chan is a site where, like, 100% of the users think they speak Japanese and, like, 0.01% do. So, you have to take it with a grain of salt. You really should, yes. It's not like we don't have time. If anyone wants to just start a podcast with me right now, if anyone wants to be a co-host, we can maybe knock out the first 3 episodes. No! Ooh, close. Alright, one's down. It's just a podcast. Like, you don't have the game audio or anything, so it's just fuck. And like, duh, every once in a while. And otherwise, it's totally silent. That seems really meta. You want to stop? You want to stop? All right. Come on. There we go. 2 down. 3 to go. 2 to go. Oh, now it's 1 to go. They were like perfectly aligned. Yeah. Aha. Sick. Still tons of deaths because the beginning of this stage is just so hard. Bahama. What an unbelievable start to a level. Hey, guess what? Boom. I think there are enemies between now and the first power-ups even. I'm probably just gonna die. Oh. What? Didn't hit it? Okay. That's a new one on me. God damn. Isn't there something that hits you here? I guess not. Final Technique, have you played this game before? Seems like one you'd be good at, just because you have a lot of experience with these kinds of side-scrollers. No, why'd I jump? Oh, I had it. Alright, and 2 of these guys. Oh, why'd I hit it? I actually synced them up. That was my idea. 10 hits. Did we decide there was one up here too, somewhere? No. I guess not. Wishful thinking! Fry guy. God damn. Oh yeah, this is the Kappa section. I can't believe I didn't notice that that's what those were! Fuck! Alright, I've died here before. Why have I died here? Yes, the fry guy, that would be why. Whoop. And here also. Oh yeah, this is really evil, this jump. You have to swing in midair because that butterfly can spawn at heights that will hit you, like, for free if you're not attacking. This place, devious traps here. Oh god, right. Okay, so, you know how I fell through the floor there? If I, like, go all the way up here, and then I jump, I'll lock the screen vertically up where it was before, but if I fall in here and I go up here and then I'm careful not to jump, which these enemies really bait you into jumping, then I'll be able to see where the later pits are. It really would. And one of these pits has an extremely dangerous, like, monkey enemy in it. So it's really important that you not fall in. Damn. This is looking really bad unless I get, like, good luck on health. That's not good luck. Okay, so there's like 5 of these, and then the boss. The boss is ridiculous. It's so fucking hard. Ugh. There's a reason I'm jumping at those. It doesn't look like it would be a good idea, but they're really unpredictable enemies. There's a certain distance where when you jump, you have to get extremely bad luck to get hit, which I did, but it's not typical luck, though. You're welcome. Oh, does everybody know how the power-up system works? Was everybody here when this game's turn came up earlier? So the way it works is you've got these medallions that increase the length of your charge gauge. And when it's charged up all the way, you do a fuck ton of damage. So much damage. And you also make the whole screen flash, which is really annoying. But there's this secondary thing that's harder to see, but just as important, where there are these, like, feather power-ups. They increase your attack speed. You lose 1 level of both of these stats every time you die. So it can be very difficult to come back from a bad situation. I think probably jumping against these guys isn't as good as I thought it was. It feels really clever when you discover it because you can force them to swing the wrong way, but they do seem actually sort of predictable, so. Now for this boss. This boss is really fucking hard. I swung way too late. Yep, you can't duck that attack. It looks like you should be able to, but it's you want to swing really early so that they walk into your range like that. I don't have the distance figured out at all. I just threw it away. I was doing just fine, and now I'm fucked. Yeah, I actually did this earlier, this game. Oh yeah, to top it off, this is possibly the nastiest checkpoint of the playthrough. No, why did that happen? There was a cool visual novel earlier. I didn't show much of it off because, like, a lot of the humor was derived from the everybody speaking Kansai Ben and stuff, and it's like, I don't really know how to make that, oh my god, come through in English. But this was definitely the game of the stream, I think. So this is the issue. It's these few placements that are close to idols, because your axe can only hit one thing at a time. If an enemy overlaps with an idol, there's a pretty good chance that you'll hit the idol when you attack and not the enemy. Oh god. That right there is why I prefer to do the jumping strats, but it's actually quite improbable that you get that, so fuck it. Then again, it just happened twice in a row. Oh no! It respawned because it didn't die, it fell in the pit. Oh, what a bunch of shit. It's gone. Oh, this is not looking good at all. Oh god! Alright, well, it's over. Ha! This has to be one of the coolest games ever made. That's what I think. Do you remember when I was getting 1-ups earlier? What happened to that? Do you, like, have to fall into the monkey pit to get those? That's not good. Hackers. Okay. Usually that just results in instant death. If it doesn't happen, it's hard to believe, but like the damage stacks up ridiculously fast. As consistent as that looks, that is not a 100% strat. That right there is the bad luck. Come here. There we go. No. There we go. Perfect. No! God, the boss! Gogan, you fucking bimbo. Hit the boss. Sorry. Maybe not a good word to use. It just popped out. Give me that. Why did I do that? Come here. Come here. There we go. One more. I feel it. One more hit. Come to Gogan. Yeah. God. I think that boss is so hard. It just popped out. I don't know. I was just thinking about bread. That's my excuse. This is the hardest boss in the history of video games. Oh, God! Isn't it great? Come to Gogan. Boom! Do it again. Boom! If I die, which is really likely, every respawn after that point is going to be 1,000 times harder. You lose the max charge, and that's a really important thing to have for that section. Okay, now the cycles are all fucked up. Duke, did you have to go make it worse? Oh no! Remember how I killed that guy in 2 hits last time? You need the fully charged shot for that. Nothing else will do. Or swing, I guess. Give me that. Give me this. Beautiful. Give me this. Duck. Go in. There we go. That's one. This part is really tough. I'm waiting out the low axe. You need to ban me, Mortis. What do you think about that? How are you gonna do that? That's a tougher puzzle than this checkpoint. Oh no. I was like thinking about something else and an enemy showed up and I was like, I got hit, but I didn't, somehow. Uh-oh. So what if you just wait back here? What if you just go for it? Surely that doesn't work, right? I gotta be... That would have worked. That was fine. I needed to duck. This is literally all I needed to do. And that was possible. I just didn't do it. Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's a good way to bring it full circle. Oh. Yep, can't duck that attack. If it feels like doing it over and over again, you're just fucked. One more? Oh, one more good hit? Yeah. Exact same strat. But that time I took, like, most of my life in damage. And I have pretty much nothing that I need to recover from it. Did you just go and then duck? Oh, you actually can't duck. Well, that's why I was getting hit. There's some kind of, like, landing recovery. He did. I do. Damn you, Gogan. Damn you, Gogan. One more. One more. Come on. That's what I meant. I meant two more. Okay. I'm just a barbarian. No one ever taught me any math. This first guy is easy because there's one of him. There's some kind of like not super intuitive solution to this. Okay, be that way. One more. See? Oh, God, I was looking at chat again. So consistent. I have done that every single time I've played the game. Oh, good, I don't have full axe power. That can happen. Maybe that's the strat, is you just don't even try to not get hit. You just get close and take damage. Whoa, da, da, da. Hooda. What? Mm. Is that it? I think that's my last continue. Yeah. All right. Well, now I'm satisfied. I streamed my usual my usual duration. So, who do I host? Chubo's probably live like by now. He is. I think I'll host Chubo. Or why not? Nope, Chubo. Yeah, thanks everybody. Have a good night. Again, the PC Engine streams, I do these on Tuesdays is the plan. The next one is interesting. It has a lot of historically significant games. I don't know that they're super fun. Thank you, Duke. If you want to see... Actually, if you want to see this game beaten, I have done it on stream. If you go back into my VODs, you'll see it. But you might have to look kind of a ways. Anywho, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.